What is going on, guys? It is your model of the IWC, and as you just saw with that beautiful, beautiful entrance, we have Ruby Soho teasing that she is going to be doing something. I mean, if you saw that little quick flash there at the end, it was about on the screen for a second. There was something that said 7 letters. CHICAGO. Maybe it's AEW 2021. Maybe it is ALLOUT 3. 7 letters. 7 letters. Huh. What could Ruby Soho be teasing when it's a Monday night? Because it was last night she posted this. What could she be teasing 6 days before AEW's All Out pay-per-view in Chicago, Illinois, in the Now Arena? What could this woman possibly be teasing? Oh, that's right. She's going to show up in Impact. Ruby Soho, also formerly known as Ruby Riott, she's all but confirmed to be in AEW at this point. Everybody expects her to be showing up in AEW, and I think Saturday or Sunday night. I keep saying Saturday because they're usually used to be on Saturdays, but it is a Sunday night event this year, and we get to see Ruby Soho potentially make her debut in an AEW All Out on the AEW Women's Division, which desperately needs some help. Outside of Britt Baker, Women's Division's terrible. Now, I'm not going to lie, I did film this already, and my audio did not record, so I had to make sure my audio is recording this time, so I've already had this page pulled up. But in this Casino Battle Royale, there is 9 open spots, and I do have 4 women that I'm going to speculate a little bit on later, after we talk about Ruby Soho a little bit. But we have Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, The Bunny, Big Swole, Julia Hart, Tay Conti, Diamante, Penelope Ford, Red Velvet, Hikaru Shida, Emi Sakura, and Jade Cargill. Now, I'm not going to sit here and predict this. That's going to be Thursday for me, and I'll also be doing it on Joseph Conlin's Big Fight Field channel later tonight, and I believe that's getting uploaded on Thursday as well, and we'll be joined by none other than Indigo Uchiha. However, we do got to talk about some of the things that I think could be potentially happening at AEW All Out, because there is a lot going on in the world of professional wrestling, especially when it comes to the most talked about brand right now in AEW. They just got CM Punk. They're following it up. Tony Khan said the next few months are going to be crazy because we're going to be having a bunch of surprises coming in. I wonder where we're going to start. We started with CM Punk at the first Rampage that was in Chicago, the first dance. Now, we do have 2 shows this week. We have the Wednesday show and the Friday show. We have Dynamite and Rampage this week in Chicago. Potentially, can we see one of these debuts happen there? Maybe. We might get Ruby Soho earlier than All Out. We might get Daniel Bryan earlier than All Out. We might get somebody else earlier than All Out. Nobody knows. Nobody knows exactly what's going to end up happening here. The one thing I can tell you, though, is looking at this Casino Battle Royale, it needs to add some names. Because legitimately, I'm looking at this, and I see a lot of people that I don't feel like have a chance at winning. Nyla Rose isn't going to win. Bunny, not going to win. Big Swole, not going to win. Julia Hart, not going to win. Tay Conti, I'd love to see it, but probably not going to win at this time. Diamante, not going to win. Penelope Ford, not going to win. Red Velvet, she's already had so many chances, she's probably not going to win. Karu Shida, maybe, but I don't think she should. Emi Sakura, not going to win. Jade Cargill, I could see it happening. And then Thunder Rosa, somebody that I think is potentially going to be a favorite here for a lot of people. I feel like she's probably going to be the one that a lot of people are going to take. Because she's the biggest name. She's the biggest name currently on this card for this match on the pre-show. We've seen it before with these casino battle royales where they do make you kind of anticipate things. They do give you a decent, solid, big kind of debut or return or something. They give you something that you're not necessarily fully expecting. Sometimes they go out, like, for example, Shawn Spears was a name that came through the Battle Royale. Ruby Soho fits that bill perfectly. When you're looking at somebody that because you need to bring in somebody, and I mean anybody that can come in and can challenge Britt Baker at a pay-per-view. Because I'm not going to lie to you, Statlander and Britt Baker does not feel like a pay-per-view match to me. Britt Baker's on a level that none of these women are even close to. Not a single one of the women on the roster is even close to. And I hate saying that, especially for somebody like Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa, I think, is close to the closest to the level. I think she's still below Britt Baker at this point. But Thunder Rosa, I also don't think needs to win the championship anytime soon. I would try to keep Thunder Rosa away from Britt Baker at least until next February for Revolution. I don't know if that's going to end up happening, though. But other than Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, they really have nobody in the division. So you got to get in there and you got to get Britt Baker somebody that can challenge her. And one of those names that I think could be a very good match down the line and is going to go up and is going to be one of the top players in the AEW Women's Division, that would be Ruby Soho. The moment she debuts, she's already one of the biggest names they have on that Women's Division. I mean, Ruby Soho is going to be phenomenal in AEW if that's where she ends up going. I fully expect her to be there. Out of everybody, I have 6 names listed that we're going to go over today. Out of everybody, I think Ruby Soho and Daniel Bryan are the 2 most likely. I would say they're both about 95%, somewhere around there. Percent chance that they show up at All Out. The 5% chance is them not. I definitely see both of them debuting at All Out. And Ruby Soho, I feel like, would be a very good addition to the Casino Battle Royale, which needs 9 more women. Talking about 9 more women, I still have 3 more that I think could be potentially in this spot. The first one is going to be a controversial one. I've seen her name kind of tossed around, nothing in serious rumors or anything, and that is Tessa Blanchard. I could see it happening. Her father, Tully Blanchard, is in AEW, but I could also see it not happening because it is going to AEW. AEW has made it kind of a point that they don't really like putting up with the childish nature of some people or the problematic nature with some people. They just don't feel like they would take a flyer on Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard has her own issues. It's gonna come with I'm not gonna lie, Tessa Blanchard. If you bring Tessa Blanchard, and it's gonna come with a lot of people are gonna probably dislike it, and there's gonna be a group of people that like it. There's gonna be a group of people that instantly won't give it a shot, and there's gonna be people that be like, well, we'll give this a chance, and there's gonna be the people that, oh my god, this is the greatest thing we've ever seen. I'm gonna be somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna be sitting somewhere in the middle. As a wrestler, I like Tessa Blanchard. She did great stuff when it came to her and Sami Callihan in Impact. As a person, I mean, I think everybody knows that she's not the greatest when it comes to being friendly or kind or anything like that. She's not the best. So when it comes to bringing in Tessa Blanchard, I feel like that's probably the biggest question I think I've ever heard. When it comes to the women's division, because yes, she could come in and she would probably be one of the top women in AEW's women's division, because they don't have a lot of elite talent. Because she's an elite talent. Question is, does the what comes with getting Tessa Blanchard, the extra baggage you bring on when you bring Tessa Blanchard in. Is that something Tony Khan's worth wanting to bring in? I don't know. You gotta weigh your options. I see Tessa Blanchard being a potential candidate to be here. I think she is a little bit more likely than my next two options, but I don't think she's still that likely. I think she'd be below a 50% chance that Tessa Blanchard shows up at All Out. Would it be a cool moment? Maybe. Depends how they do it. But yeah, that's another name that I could see being in and around Chicago this weekend. Another name that I could see being in and around Chicago this weekend, I really hope it is, because I am a genius if this comes to fruition. This has zero reports. Nobody's talked about it, at least not that I know of. And that is something I've come up completely on my own. My thing is, you want to create a situation for Britt Baker not to face Thunder Rosa for as long as possible. How do you do that? Well, why not instead of having somebody like a Red Velvet continue? There's no need for that. And we conveniently have a September 22nd show at Arthur Ashe Stadium that they're making out to be a massive thing. So I'm thinking maybe the woman that wins this Casino Battle Royale gets the match at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Maybe she gets a match at Arthur Ashe Stadium. And what match would you want to see in New York? I'm not thinking of anybody that AEW already has. I'm not thinking of a free agent. I'm thinking of somebody that Impact has. And I'm thinking of Deonna Purrazzo, the Impact Women's Champion, who just got done facing Melina at NWA Empower, where that was a phenomenal match, and she won another championship. Why don't we have a little bit of a storyline go here where Deonna Purrazzo could become a 3? Not just Deonna 2 belts. Maybe she can become Deonna 3 belts. Maybe. That'd be an interesting little story going in. And I could see it being championship for championship. I don't think that's probably where they're going to go, but it might happen. But I would love to see Deonna Purrazzo and Britt Baker at that Arthur Ashe show. I think it would be brilliant. That would be the main event. You can't tell me that New York crowd would not love that. Is it likely to happen at All Out that she comes in at the Battle Royale and wins? I say it's probably below a 10% chance. But if it happens, you heard it here first, man. I came up with it. I came up with the idea. I've had this idea for a while of getting Britt Baker and Deonna Purrazzo in the same ring, and I found a Casino Battle Royale, and we can get her in it, and it's a championship match that she gets. We're going to make it happen. Pay with Deonna whatever you need to pay her. We've seen Impact and AEW kind of intermingle before. They're allowed talent to go to each other's shows. Let's just get Deonna Purrazzo in there against Britt Baker. Make that women's division a little bit better, at least for a couple of weeks in the AEW women's division. And then the last name that I have potentially being there is one that's already going to be in Chicago. I know for a fact she's in Chicago because there's a certain individual that she is engaged to, married to, fiance of. I don't even know what they're married. So the wife of a certain individual that lives in Chicago. I wonder who I'm talking about. Maybe I'm talking about the guy that just returned on AEW Rampage and made a huge thing, and everybody was talking about him on ESPN, Bleacher Report, made AEW seem mainstream. Is it CM Punk's wife, AJ Lee? Isn't she in town? I'm not saying she's going to sign an AEW contract, but talk about nostalgia. You want a big moment? Maybe AJ Lee comes in there and she fights in the AEW Women's Casino Battle Royale. Could be a big moment. Do I think it's going to happen? Shoot, your guess is as good as mine, but it's a name I'm throwing out there, man. You ain't hearing from nobody else. You're hearing it from me. I did not get those. I got Tessa, Ruby Soho, Daniel, and everybody knows I'm going to talk about Adam Cole. I got those from other people. But AJ Lee and Deonna Purrazzo are my two ideas here. They're my two ideas. I've not heard anybody say it. If somebody has said it, credit to them as well. But I came up with these ideas myself. I could see it happening. Then we get into somebody, like I said, 95% certain that this man is going to be showing up in AEW this weekend. Whether that is at Dynamite, Rampage, or All Out, I don't know. It basically has been confirmed that Daniel Bryan will be at All Out this weekend. Am I 100% certain that that is a fact? No. I don't. I never take these people fully seriously. I always take it with a grain of salt. Like the CM Punk thing. Yeah, I went out of my way to drive up to Chicago to go to the show, but I also said going into it, I was like, there's a 50-50 shot he's there. He ended up being there, but I mean, Daniel Bryan, I feel like, is a good shot he's going to be there. I feel like it's a more than 50-50 shot that Daniel Bryan's going to be in Chicago at All Out. And I've came up with a phenomenal idea with Daniel Bryan. You have him go in after the main event, after CM Punk beats Darby Allin, and he has to stare down with CM Punk. Now you might be thinking, Gamer's going, what are you talking about? Why would we do a Daniel Bryan CM Punk feud right away? That makes zero sense. Those are two of your biggest guys. That could be a made match. That could be a match that you build for the future. Be the biggest match in your company's history. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. That's why we got people on the brand like MJF and the Young Bucks. Think about it like this. MJF, he's going to come out there and he's going to be like, wait a minute. You're the best in the world, CM Punk. I watched your match with Darby and I was not that impressed, to be honest with you. Guess what I just did, Punk? I just retired Chris Jericho. I've beaten Darby Allin also. I've done this. I've done that. I've become this top guy in AEW. So if you want to be considered the best in the world in my brand, how about you go through me before claiming that you're the best in the world, Mr. Phil Brooks? Why don't you do that? Because you don't got shit on Maxwell Jacob Freeman. Because he's better than you, and you know it. I'm not saying that as a fact. I'm just cutting a promo there. So, I like Punk a lot more than MJF, but I also love MJF. So, don't bust me too much. But we have MJF there, so he could come in as CM Punk's calling out Daniel Bryan, and CM Punk could be derailed. MJF and CM Punk could be a match, or you could do Daniel, same thing, or we could do the Young Bucks, come out, interrupt them, say, you know what? I think it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous you guys came out here, and you guys aren't even really that good, to be honest with you, but all these fans love you. And you know what? Who they used to love also? They used to love us. They used to love us, and then they turn their backs on us. They're going to do the same thing to you. So, instead of sitting here and playing up to nostalgia, why don't you prove something to us? Why don't you prove that you're actual wrestlers? Why don't you prove it in a ring against us for the tag team championships at the next pay-per-view? Then we get CM Punk and Daniel Bryan winning the tag team championships and going on for 6 or 7 months before we have one or the other turn on it. I would hope it would be Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan works better as a heel, in my opinion, especially since CM Punk is somebody that I don't think anybody would want to boo at this point in his career. Daniel Bryan, on the other hand, he has worked as a heel recently, so he could get it over. CM Punk, absolutely love the guy. I don't think I could ever boo CM Punk. Even if you turn CM Punk heel, I don't think people would boo him. Whereas Daniel Bryan, you could get people to boo. Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, I'd have them be tag team champions for 6-7 months, have one turn on each other, and have a big match, whether it's at a Full Gear, a Revolution, wait till Double or Nothing, I don't know. But I think that'd be a good direction for it. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not, but I think Daniel Bryan shows up in the main event. What he does following it, I don't know if it's going to be anything I predicted or said or hoped, but I expect Daniel Bryan to be there. Then we get Adam Cole, a guy that I believe is a very, very 50-50 guy. Adam Cole is going to be in AEW. I can confirm that for you. I don't care if it's been confirmed or denied or anything by any single source out there. Adam Cole is not returning to the WWE. He's not. He can't have his Twitch channel on the main roster. He's seen the light. If he was re-signing with WWE, why do you think it would have made a big deal of just having a handshake agreement with Triple H saying, you know what, I'll get you through TakeOver, even though I'm not signed through TakeOver. I'll get you through it, and I'll put over my buddy on the way out. I'll put over Kyle O'Reilly, because that's what I'm going to do, because I'm a respectable man. I'm going to finish out what I need to do to make my friends look good. You know who he's also friends with? You know who he's also conveniently friends with? Last time I checked, he was friends with the Young Bucks. He was friends with Kenny Omega. He was friends with Hangman Page. Last time I checked, his girlfriend, Britt Baker, is in AEW. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world for him to go down to Jacksonville. Plus, I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to sign to New Japan? You're going to sign to Impact? You're going to sign to Ring of Honor? No. There's only one man on the free agent market that's not named Vince McMahon, who you already don't want to go back to. There's only one man that can pay you that money that you deserve as being one of the top, if not the top guy in all of the business. I'm not even just saying on the free agent market. Not CM Punk. Adam Cole is one of, if not the best professional wrestlers on the planet. Put him in a match with Kenny Omega, it's great. Put him in a match with Christian Cage, it's great. Put him in a match against MJF, it's great. You put him in a match with Pac, it's great. You put him in a match with Sammy Guevara, it's great. You put him in a match with Ricky Starks, it's great. Phoenix, great. Penta, great. Christian Cage, great. Miro, great. Lance Archer, great. This man can give anybody a 5-star match. I think I could get in there in the ring against him. And Adam Cole would somehow figure out a way to get me a 5-star match. The guy's a fucking beast. He's a fucking beast. And it's a shame they went out the way he did, tapping right next to the damn kendo stick. It looked stupid. He looked embarrassing. It was a stupid booking decision. But at the end of the day, Adam Cole is going to be in AEW because that's where he belongs. He belongs in Jacksonville. He belongs next to his girlfriend. He belongs with his friends. He belongs where they love professional wrestling because the guy lives and breathes professional wrestling. Is it going to happen at All Out? I don't know. The question here with Adam Cole is not, is he all elite? The question is, when is he all elite? Is it this week? Is it next week? Is it next month? Is he going to take some time off? Is he going to take 3-4 months off and he's going to show up at the next pay-per-view? Is he going to show up at a Rampage? Is he going to show up at the Dynamite? Is he going to show up at a Revolution, a Double or Nothing, a Full Gear? Is he going to show up at All Out? Is he going to show up at Arthur Ashe? Who knows? Who knows? Anybody's guess is as good as mine when it comes to Adam Cole, but he will be in AEW. I can guarantee you that. Whether or not somebody's confirmed it or not, I am confirming it right now. I guarantee you CM Punk and Adam Cole is going to be a match that you're going to see down the line. I guarantee that Kenny Omega and Adam Cole is a match that you're going to see down the line. I guarantee you Darby Allin versus Adam Cole is a match you're going to see down the line. I guarantee you we're going to see something like an MJF and Adam Cole. I guarantee you that we're going to see an Andrade versus Adam Cole again. Think about that. Again. They did great in NXT the first time. Can't wait. I cannot wait. This is going to be phenomenal. Adam Cole's going to be in AEW. It's going to be the best run of Adam Cole's career. Anyways, I'm going to get on out of here. As you all already know, I will be in and around Chicago this weekend. So if you do happen to see me and want to say hi, just say hi. Don't be afraid. I will be in and around FanFest this weekend. I believe I'm going to be going to the Granite City Brewery. Following the FanFest, I believe I'm going to go see JD from New York over there, see what's good with him, go to All Out. We're going to be at Pro Wrestling Tees some of the day on Saturday. So if you see me in around, say what's up. I'll be more than happy to just say hello back to you. But for right now, I just got to get all my stuff out the way. I will be sitting down with Conlon tonight. We will be going over All Out. Indigo is going to be joining us. Make sure you tune into the Big Fight Field channel for whenever that comes out. I believe it's coming out Thursday. You're getting this video today. Tomorrow you're going to get a Dynamite video. Thursday you're going to get my all-out predictions. Friday you're going to get a Rampage video. You might get a SmackDown video if it's any good. And then I believe on Friday we're going to be uploading the CNE breakdown video over there with Cameron Johnson and Escobar Morales and little Stevie. I'm not sure if we're 100% filming on Thursday, but I believe we are. So that will also be up this weekend for y'all. There's a lot of content coming for y'all for Saturday. There's going to be vlogs coming out Sunday. There's going to be a vlog coming out. So we definitely got a lot going for us this weekend. You know what to do. Follow me on Twitter, GamersGoonYT, the Instagram, thegoongameryt. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe here on this video. And I'll be seeing you all this rest of the week for this glorious, glorious thing known as professional wrestling.